When you're making selections that have restrictions in them, the thing to do is just deal with the restrictions first. Now, the box method that we've already seen is quite helpful because it helps you to just think about each restriction one at a time. And I always say imagine acting out the scenario because I think that really helps as well. So, an example here, 8 people form 2 queues of 4. James will only stand in the right-hand queue. Jane refuses to be in the same queue as James. Jeff and Julie will only stand in the same queue as each other. How many ways can the queues be formed? Now you'll notice that there's 4 people there that have been mentioned. There's 4 other people that presumably don't really care where they stand. So let's consider James first. How many places can he possibly stand? Well, if he's only in the right-hand queue, and that's a queue of 4 people, there's only 4 places that we can put him. And if Jane has to be in the other queue, then she has 4 places in that queue that she could stand. Now if we're putting Jeff and Julie into the same queue as each other and we're not sure which one that is, we know that there's 3 spots left in each queue because we've already got a person in each. So let's just consider Jeff first. He could stand in any of the 3 places on the right or any of the 3 places on the left. So he's got 6 places he could choose to stand. But Julie, once Jeff's chosen where he's standing, she'll definitely be in the same queue as him. And if both queues have actually, if the queue that she's going into has Jeff in it and it's also got either James or Jane, doesn't really matter which one, then there must only be 2 places left in that queue for her to stand. So she only has 2 places that she'll be able to choose. Now obviously you could place Julie first and say that she's got 6 and Jeff would have to, it makes no real difference there because we're multiplying the numbers together anyway. Now the other 4 people need to fill those other 4 spots. And so we've already seen that if 4 people are filling 4 spots in order, then there's 4 people that could be in the first spot, 3 in the second, 2 in the next, and then 1. So we're going to have 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and we can write that just as 4 factorial. Now we just need to multiply these numbers together, and we get 4,608 ways that we can make those 2 queues.